Good morning. Happy Wednesday, everybody. Happy hump day. Let's get right to it and see what the cards have to say today. What is the energy? We've got the Page of Wands in reverse. So, Page of Wands in reverse is struggling, immature energy. We've then got the Five of Pentacles in reverse. The Five of Pentacles is a new job, new home, recovering from whatever it is that we are recovering from. I know we've been going through it this week, guys, but I promise we'll get through it. We got the Four of Wands in the upright. Yay, some upright energy. Four of Wands is homecoming celebration, family, friends, reunions, weddings. Maybe some of you are getting married. Maybe some of you are returning back to some family, fixing some family squabbles. Maybe it's a celebration of some sort. Then we've got the Seven of Pentacles. So that is reward for hard work. We've also got the Magician, which is beautiful, actually. Magician is our manifestation card. It is the card that says that we are creating our reality. We got three upright cards today, guys. Our energy is opening back up. We are coming out of the darkness, out of our own heads. Our Page of Wands, let's go back to the beginning, in reverse, is this in the upright. This mermaid is excited to create something new. In the reverse, I think she's bored. She is tired of the mundane, tired of the everyday, tired of the, for lack of a better word, just tired of the bullshit. She's moving on from it. She is done with it. Whatever she was creating, she is bored with and has moved on from that. From there, we get the Five of Pentacles in the reverse, and that is a new home. It's recovering from this ignoring the resources around you. This mermaid has all these resources that she wants to offer to the human, and the human just doesn't want to see it. He doesn't want to look outside of his own head. So in the reverse, that's good, because now they're seeing it. They're recognizing the resources that they have, and they're relying on their family and their friends for support. So finally opening back up to the external energies that surround us, the positives, and trying to see that for what it truly is. And that brings us to the celebration family card or marriage card. The Four of Wands is typically, they call it the twin flame card. I'm not sure I really buy too much into that whole twin flame thing. I think, in my opinion, twin flames can be anybody and everybody. It's basically those significant people in our lives that are mirroring back to us our shadow qualities and forcing us to look within and see the parts of ourselves that truly trigger when we see them in other people. So, for example, if someone rejects you or someone offends you in some way and it brings about a super emotional reaction, then that's typically something that you're doing to yourself and have been quite for some time, and you just don't see it. Subconsciously, you've been taught to feel that way or to suppress an emotion, and the Spirit is asking us to go within and look at those things. That, in my opinion, is what the twin flame is. And when we do that, we can celebrate, we can get past that cycle, we can then reconcile our relationships. We don't see those people that hurt us as evil or malicious anymore. We see them as simply a lesson to be learned. And when we learn those lessons, we can celebrate and be happy again. So that's cool. I'm glad that we're finally at that point, guys. And then we get the Seven of Pentacles in the upright. Seven of Pentacles is patience. It's hard work. It's waiting for your return on investment. Our couple here are pregnant with their new child, and they've got everything prepared, right? They've got the bassinet. They've got the, oh my gosh, I can't even remember the name of that. That's called a mobile over the bassinet. And there's sunlight coming through, and they're happy, and they're prepared, and they're just ready for the fruits of their labor to come forth. I believe we had this in the reverse earlier this week, which was giving up on it, but it looks like we have a renewed sense of energy, a renewed sense of the work that we've put in has not gone to waste. It will be the foundation for the next step in our journey, and all of the things that we do, and all of the challenges that we face, and all of the things that we overcome is all preparing us for our next step in life. We just don't always see the big picture right away. When things end, it's because they no longer serve us, because we have nothing left to learn in that situation, and Spirit is always guiding us to learn more and grow more and step out of our comfort zone. And when our current situations become too comfortable, then it's time to move on, because we've learned the lessons we need to learn. We've become comfortable and complacent in the situation. We have embedded those lessons into our subconscious, and there's no more to learn. So Spirit directs us to move on. But those foundations are always there for us. And we always build on that learning from before. And then our final outcome is the Magician, which is focused creativity. This is manifesting your reality. This is the as above, so below card. And a lot of people, I'm not sure that a lot of people really understand what as above, so below means, but as above means your higher self has a plan, or knows your plan, because your higher self is part of you, knows the plan from a celestial perspective. A lot of times we get so close to the puzzle that we're only looking at 2 or 3 pieces and trying to see how they fit together. And our Magician shows us that our higher self can see the whole puzzle. And when we put those pieces in place, our higher self sees our path and knows that we are on the right path, knows that we are directing our future and directing our reality the way that we want to, and in our highest good. So when we say as above, so below, everything that our higher self and our subconscious is thinking and feeling and doing presents itself in our reality. So if your reality suddenly shifts and changes, and it could feel like a bad thing, it could feel like a complete tower moment, if you will. It could feel like everything is falling apart, but really what's happening is everything new is falling together, because we don't have room in our energy for new energy until we release some old energy. We don't have room for new situations until we release old situations. If you think about it, from a human timeline perspective, we only have 24 hours in a day. So if we've already filled up 16 of those and we need to sleep for 8, we need to release some time for new things to come in. So this is what our Magician knows, and they gracefully release what they no longer need, and it is done at the beginning, at the point of creation, from our higher selves. And sometimes our 3D selves don't always understand that reason, but the Magician tells us that what we're thinking, we're creating, and our higher self is always thinking in our highest good. So everything that is being destroyed and or created is literally in our best good. It is for our biggest growth. It is for our expansion, and it is for our ascension in our spirituality. So I'm really, really happy to see that we have survived the week. We have survived, and actually it wasn't even a week, really, right? It was about 4 days of keeping our energy blocked, keeping our thoughts to ourselves, keeping our energy to ourselves, and not really sharing a lot of how we feel about the situation with anybody. But now we're seeing that we are letting go of a situation that no longer serves us. We are remembering that we do have resources all around us, and that our family and friends can support us, and we can celebrate with them. All the work that we've done is not been done in vain. We've learned a lot of lessons, and now we're moving on to our next phase of our life. And that is, you can't ask for more than that, right? We got through it gracefully, guys, and I think that's amazing. So I'm going to ask for some advice from Spirit and see what our oceans, whispers of the ocean, have to say for us. I love my ocean-themed cards. As you can see, I do have a lot, and I always fall back to my mermaids because they are the ones that speak to me the best. And my whispers of the ocean just ties right into the whole aquatic theme that has been my life. In fact, my daughter even has a tattoo of the Little Mermaid Ariel, because she did that in honor of me, because I just love the ocean and mermaids and sea creatures. I resonate a lot with them. I probably lived in Atlantis in a past life, who knows? But I digress. All right, so what is our advice today, Spirit? What advice do you have for the collective that is finally coming out of sorrow and starting to celebrate and realize that they are creating their own lives? What advice do you have for us, Spirit? What advice? We have amble with contentment. Waiting rather than acting is going to be most advantageous now. All right, so sit back and wait. Find the benefits and reap the rewards that for the work that you've already done. Don't try to keep moving. Wait and see what happens, and wait to make your decisions. Any decisions you have to make, it's probably a good idea to sit and ruminate on them and really try to look at things from all sides and all perspectives before you make a final decision. Don't just jump and make decisions with the first set of information that you get. Really do your research and really try to see all aspects of a situation before you make a final choice. And then persistent drive. See what you desire and move towards that goal. It's time to zero in on your purpose. Use your intuition and instincts to guide you for the optimal outcome. So again, I mean, that plays right into what I just said, right? So see more of what you desire and move towards that goal. So what was it that you desired, say, 6 months, a year ago? Are you on that path? Have you done everything, all the work towards that goal, or did you get sidetracked? And if you did get sidetracked, maybe think of it as a way for Spirit to give you the lessons and the knowledge and the experience that you needed to attain that original goal. A year ago, my goals were completely different than where I stand right now. And I really lost sight of that. And I went in another direction, and I did a lot of things, and it served me well. But it's time to get back on my original path, the original ideas and the original goals that I had a year ago. And so Spirit is asking us here to be persistent, see what it was, go back to what it was that you wanted, and then move towards that goal. It's really time to zero in on what it was you originally asked for, because Spirit is giving that to you. And when you don't see it, Spirit will remove everything else out of the way so that you can see what it was that you manifested or were trying to manifest in the past, and put you right back on that path. Back on task. See, there you go. We're right back on task. Be sure you're using your time in the best possible manner. You might consider reviewing your goals, schedule a project you're working on. All could use some fine-tuning. So I think we got this card yesterday or the day before. But get back on task. Remember what it was you wanted and work towards that original goal again. You got sidetracked and you learned some lessons and you gained some knowledge and you probably gained some skills. But now it's time to take those newly found skills and knowledge and apply them back to the original plan. Go back to basics. And then help appears in various ways. There is much support for you. Sometimes you may get so adrift you forgot to look to the support system that are within you continually. So we have a school of fish here, and our fish finally decided to open its eyes and realize that there's support and resources all around. Maybe you have gone within for so long that, or maybe ignored some of the support systems that you had because you didn't think you need them. And at the end of the day, a true support system, doesn't matter how long it's been since you last contacted that person or last did something for that person or whatever, but they're always there for us. If they're a true support system, they are always there for us, no matter what, just like we are for them. Just like if you haven't talked to somebody in 20 years and they called and it was somebody that you truly valued and valued you, then the 20-year hiatus from the friendship and or relationship would only feel like a minute. You would help that person regardless, and a true support system would reciprocate that energy back to you. So who in your life do you have that you can count on? I mean, really think about that. I've actually been really, really ruminating on that this week, and our first thought is, well, there's nobody, right? There's only one or two people in my life I can count on, and then they show up in ways that we didn't even realize and we didn't even recognize and we didn't even appreciate. Those people in our lives that are always there, regardless if we talk to them every day, regardless if we are active in each other's lives on a daily basis. We know that there are people we can count on no matter what. And I have so many of those people in my life that I had either overlooked or just not given the appreciation to. And you guys know who you are. But Spirit is reminding us that help is always there, and it appears in ways that we don't even realize. So keep that in mind, guys. Really beautiful reading. I like the direction that we're going in. I like the positive energy coming back about. I like that we are remembering that we are creating our own realities, and that we're finally starting to celebrate and see that all of our work was not wasted. So that is the message for today, guys. I love it. I love it. I will see you again on the flip side.